So, I realized that I kind of really suck at making YouTube videos, and that's because I'm not technologically inclined. But I figured I'd do a little bit of a introduction or introductory video to my YouTube. So, my name is Matthew Farley. I'm a chainsaw carver in Tremonton, Utah. And, yeah, I have been working with a chainsaw for 2 years now. I got fired from a job at a cabinet shop just outside of my hometown here back in March of 2020. And then with my tax return from that job, I then bought my first chainsaw in April of that year, and then began chainsaw carving that year. Well, the same day, I think, of when I bought my saw. Anyhow, before chainsaw carving, I was just a detail carver. I would only use like an angle grinder and Dremel tool to do little figurines like about that big. And I was alright at that. I did that from 2015, and I still do that today. And it's 2022 right now. So, anyhow, what got me started in that was my grandfather owned technically, but still owns the property. Owned a house in California, and it burnt down in what was called the Valley Fire of, I think it was either 2015 or 2014. I can't remember. But anyhow, so that happened. He brought me a log of the walnut tree that he had in the yard. And that was the first time that I took to carving, like with an actual carving. I had whittled before that. I've drawn all my life, and I do wire work too, which I was doing somewhat for a business back in 2015, but I never really took off with that. So, and I still haven't really taken off with that. So, alright, sorry, I had to pause the video. Someone just was loud behind me. Anyhow, so I did wire work, and I never really took off with that until just practically this year. I've always done this wire work, but I've just given things away. I have just me practicing some stuff. This is supposed to hold like a card for like a wedding or some sort of venue, and I was just trying to come up with a different design. I do butterflies, dragonflies, hearts, all sorts of things, and I was just trying to add a cow to that sort of thing. Still haven't quite figured it out. With this design, it would hold the card from the side, which is normal for a card to be held from the base of the card. So this design's probably not the best for this, but I think I'll still use it in other areas of this wire stuff. I do little wire words, and I mount that on wood, and then that's like a $5 thing, but the places that I sell to, they sell these for like 15 bucks, so it's cheaper to buy it from me. Anyhow, that's pretty much what I do for a living. I also write poetry, and I try and write on things, even if it doesn't look the best, but that's my business name, my Facebook page, my Instagram page, and my YouTube page. and that's my logo. Thank you for looking. God bless.